Hello everyone, welcome to SAM IELTS YouTube channel. How have you been? Alright, I believe that you are super fine and you are super excited in preparing for the IELTS exam. Well, before getting into today's topic, I want to tell you about the IELTS exam. IELTS is the International English Language Test System which has two varieties. One is called as the IELTS Academic, another one is called as the IELTS General. Well, if you are a student and if you are willing to go abroad for the higher studies, then you have to opt for IELTS Academic. Whereas if you are someone who is working and want to go and settle down in abroad, you can choose IELTS General. So, without further delay, let's deep dive into today's topic. Today's topic is all about the things that you should not do on the day before your exam. As an experienced IELTS tutor, I am going to give you 5 significant tips that you are not allowed to do on the day before your exam. So, I am going to tell you some important tips that you can actually suppose not to do on the day before your exam, because this, if you do, it will ruin your day. Alright, what is the tip number 1 that I am going to give you? Tip number 1, never procrastinate. See, it is the day just before your exam, so you have a plan already. Never try to procrastinate, just not even for 5 or 10 minutes, because if you procrastinate in the starting of the day, then you will procrastinate till the end of the day. So never try to procrastinate on the day before your exam. This is tip number 1. Tip number 2, don't try to change the strategy. Suppose on the day before your exam, if you try to change the strategy or if you want to implement new method or something like that, the whole effort that you have already put, either it is for 15 days or it is for 1 month, will get spoiled. So never ever try to change your strategy. This will help you a lot. Please trust me, never ever try to change the strategy on the day before your exam. Tip number 3. Don't use social media. See, I have to tell you this very seriously. If you scroll down social media, what happens? You message someone, someone messages you, you start chatting and everything spoils. So, I wanted to insist you, just the day before your exam, never use social media. So, this would actually help you to save your time. Instead, you can just grab a cup of coffee, relax yourself, listen to some good music, have a walk around the park. You can just sit and relax on the couch. That's absolutely fine, but never touch the social media. Trust me, this helps you a lot. Alright, the next tip that I'm going to give you is that never ever discuss something with your friends related to the upcoming questions or something which is available on the social media, which is called as the predicted questions. See, you need to understand, the day before your exam, if you get on the discussion with the predicted topics, then all the things will be spoiled, because when you get into the predicted questions, what do you think? Okay, I haven't studied this much, something of that sort, and you start preparing for that, and all your things will be spoiled. For example, if you are discussing this with your friend, and if your friend studied too much and you studied too little, then you are much worried about it. Or if your friend is lagging behind you, then you feel, okay, I have completed this thing. So you feel relaxed and you start slowing down. So never ever discuss these predicted questions which is available on the YouTube on the day before your exam. Remember, understand my word, on the day before your exam, you should not do that. You should do this prior to that. Are you clear with this? And always be careful about the conversation that you actually have with your IELTS classmates. Are you clear with this? Alright, let's move on into the next important topic. Don't try on with the new books. Don't try on with the new books. There are so many books available in the internet or on the physical books. Even the Cambridge has itself some beautiful books which is called as IELTS 16, 15, 17 and so on. What you need to do is that you need to purchase any kind of book before the exam. Not on the day before your exam, you try to do something new. Never ever open any new book on the day before your exam, because you will get confused. Don't try to do this. Always you need to prepare and practice before the exam, and prior to the day of the exam, you need to just revise it. Revising takes place a key role in understanding the format and in explaining all the things to the examiner. Are you clear with this? Yes. Alright, without further delay, let's move on into the next topic. The next important tip that I am going to give you is that on the day before your exam, just have some mock test. Trust me, having the mock test is one of the most valuable thing that you can do for the IELTS exam, because on the day of the exam you need to sit continuously for 3 hours, and it is not so easy for the working professionals. Maybe the students who is actually going for the IELTS academy can easily sit because they have the university exam practice. But as a working professional, most of us don't have the patience to sit continuously for 3 hours. So I would strongly recommend you to get the help of a tutor or get the help of some companies like samielts.in, so that you can actually have a full-fledged mock test, top to end, reading, writing and listening. So you can actually go through a complete mock test so that your mind will be completely filled and you are having the more and more confidence. That would actually help you to get more bands in the IELTS exam. Last but not least, I want to tell you one thing very clearly. Either you are a working professional or you are a student, I would strongly advise or I would strongly urge you to take the leave on the day before your exam. Because taking the leave is not a crime. You need to concentrate a lot, because if you go for a work on the particular day of the exam, then you will feel tired, you will be exhausted, so you will not have enough time to spend for the IELTS preparation. So I would strongly recommend you to take the leave on the day before your exam to prepare completely full-fledged to get band 7 plus in the IELTS exam, because you already paid 15,000 for this exam, and never try to waste the money. Instead, try to use the time of the day before your exam. That would actually help you a lot. If you're actually going for the IELTS speaking module, I strongly insist you to find the help of the mentor. You can find it in www.samielts.in, and you will have a mock test. You understand the flaws and you can work on the flaws. Never try to reprogram completely. Instead, you can just slightly alter the thing. Are you clear with this? Trying to reprogramming completely on the day before your exam would actually spoil it. So never ever try to do this. These are all the tips that I am giving you as an experienced British Council IELTS certified tutor, so that you can actually use these tips on the day before your exam to get band 8 plus in the first attempt itself. If you still want any help, you can actually visit www.samielts.in or our team WhatsApp number 90431 40844. Also, I'm actually going to tell you something. If you want any career related counseling, you can actually visit www.samielts.in. In the career counseling section, we are actually giving counseling to the 12th students or to the UG students, and also to the working professionals, in order to make your dreams come true. If you really want to go and settle down in abroad, please do this. And thank you for watching the video till the very end. And you can like, share and subscribe to the IELTS aspirants, so that the IELTS aspirants will actually thank you for this. So thank you so much.